Hi, and welcome back to 50 Shades of Blonde. I'm Missy Day.
And Jill Branson.
And with us we have, let's all do it together,
Elleen
Jacobson, who is at For Your Health.
That is true. For
Right.
Your Health, for hypnosis. And I do For Your Health for also ketones, but that's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about is hypnosis, hypnotherapy. Hypnotherapy and hypnosis are exactly the same thing with a different goal. My goal is to help people not to get on stage. I don't think that's my forte. I've been doing counseling and hypnosis for a long, long time. I've worked with people with disabilities. I've done regular counseling since the 80s, and hypnosis for the last 11 years. That's changed everything for me, working with people with disabilities, working with mental health, and I even got certified in horse therapy, which was a lot of fun for a long time. Now I don't do that anymore. Now it's just hypnotherapy.
Okay, time out. Okay.
Okay. Too much.
So let's talk about horse. No, I just have to go, but I don't want it to slide by. So, for horses.
For
Yeah.
horses.
Talk to me about what that looks like.
I went for training when I was working with mental health patients, young and old, and they found that giving them experience working with horses really helped them. And it gave them a focus, it gave them an energy, it gave them a feeling because you're touching the horse
Right.
and trying to direct it around the stable. I don't do it anymore because I'm no longer employed by the company that had the stables and the horses and used me for that type of counseling and rehabilitation. So I do miss the horses an awful lot, but I love doing what I do. And hypnotherapy has been my baby and my love for the past 11 years.
Well, and I met you, and I keep saying I'm not sure whether it was Defining Women or if it was through another friend or what it is, but
It's a long time ago,
it was a
Jill.
long time ago. It was
Yeah.
at least 7 years ago, and I've just been so intrigued by what it is that you do, and I know for a fact people always equate it as being you're going to help people stop smoking. They don't think of them.
No, it's okay.
So many other
That's
things.
the number one
That's the
people
number one,
that
right.
people come to me for. When they come back, it's because they come back for other reasons. They
Right.
come back to work on guilt and shame, embarrassment, working through the issues they might have had with their parents, things in relations to husband communication, husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend that are not getting along and not sure where to do with their relationship. But yeah, eating is another biggie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I had to call someone to help me too. I couldn't
don't
do
even
it
know
on
what
my
that
own.
means.
I thought I could. I mean, I just did all the things I'm supposed to do, but it didn't work. So I had a nice friend come along and help me, which was lovely. But I do appreciate people who are trying to change their eating patterns, trying to take care of themselves. And yes, I can help. And the thing is, with hypnosis, when somebody has a goal for something and they can't get over that hump, they can't do it. For some reason, there's a block there and they don't know why. Hypnosis and the relaxation and the openness to making a change helps so much. And I know this for a fact because my girlfriend is a hypnotherapist, and so when I need something, I go to her right away because there's trust and comfort level. And the other thing that to me is very important, I always block off an hour and a half for a straight session, 2 hours for stop smoking. But when I take that time, I spend time, whether it goes over an hour and a half or not, I don't care. I take time to sit and talk to the person, to get them to relax, to get them to feel that whatever they say to me is not going anywhere else. And I do it with children too, for nail biting
that's
and
good to know.
yeah.
No
It's not,
biting. I needed that when I was little. I had Tabasco sauce on my fingers all the time. Just a little side note.
I used
Did you hear
Tabasco
that?
sauce on the furniture to stop the dog from biting. So Tabasco sauce got a real kick for both of us. But I don't use Tabasco sauce on my clients. That's a no-no.
That's good.
Good to know.
I like to give it a break, especially when I do stop smoking. I've had really about 87% success record with stop
Oh.
smoking. Yep.
Wow.
It's a 2-hour session, goes a little more, okay. But in that 2 hours, they really give up cigarettes and throw them away.
Wow.
I've had a couple that went right back.
Mm-hmm.
I had one woman, and I still can't believe she did this. She took me out to her car. She had a trunk full of cigarettes, took them all, cartons.
Wow.
Took them all and threw them in the garbage pail, and the next day she was back smoking. And she called me, she says, I guess it didn't work. I said, I guess you didn't want to quit, did you?
Yeah. That's right.
My technique works.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some that just can't. They're not willing.
Well, and tell me about when you have the skeptic. When you how do you deal with that?
Not well.
Oh, well, okay.
I have my thing too. I mean, I will sit and talk to them and try and get them relaxed and some deep breathing, and I'll see where it goes as I'm trying to take them farther and farther into relaxation. There are some that have gotten up and walked out. Okay,
Mhm.
they're just not ready. They can't take it, and I'm sorry for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got this far to making a decision to try and change.
Uh-huh.
But then when the reality came, they weren't ready. And it happens. Not
Mhm.
often, but it does happen. Because usually when somebody comes to me, they're ready. They're set and ready to accomplish whatever they want to accomplish. And I love doing that because seeing success is really wonderful.
Oh, I'm sure. Very rewarding.
In rehab counseling, rehabilitation counseling, working with people with disabilities, you don't always get success.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's really hard on your ego. And it gets bigger and bigger as the years go on.
It
Do we have
does.
concurrence on that one? I love it. Bigger and bigger and bigger. It's hard when you can't accomplish what you're trying to, what you know works.
Mm-hmm.
But the person has to be there. They have to want it. They
Right.
have to want to change. They have to want to love themselves. And loving oneself is very difficult.
It is, yes.
Yeah, it really, really is. Do you have any questions about hypnosis? Or just,
I guess my only question about hypnosis is when, obviously, when somebody finally allows that to happen, then it's easier after that for them to come back and keep trying again, you know, because I think the
Yes.
whole thing is trying to let go and just say, okay, I'm going to let this happen. I'm going to let this happen because the way we've been conditioned is to not,
Yep.
to think it's not going to work.
No, and I understand that a lot. And the biggest issue for me that I find, and this is why I spend time with each client before we do anything, and that is the issue of trust.
Mm-hmm.
You have to trust to allow me to get past your fears, to be able to help you. But you have to want to be helped, really big time.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my clients who come back for other issues come back maybe a month or two later because they were good at what happened for them.
Mm-hmm.
I also told you, which is real important for me to say up front, anybody that comes to me as a result of this program,
Mhm.
anyone that wants to quit smoking will get a $50 discount. All you have to do is mention 50 Shades of Blonde, WCOBM, and you will get the $50 off. If you're coming for something else, you will get a $25 discount on a 1.5 hour seminar. So just mention where you found this out, and believe me, I'll be happy to give you the discount, because it's important for me that you have the confidence to come to see me and to let me help you. And the other thing that I do different is I no longer have an office. I found that my clients really relax and really are attuned when they're in their own home. And for those that I know personally and cannot have me in their home for whatever reason, dogs or whatever, I will allow to come over to my house, because I still have my chair and all the good stuff and the music and whatever you need.
Well, and how can we get in touch with you? How can somebody contact you? Are you more of a website? Are you an email? Are you...
No, there are like 3 ways you can contact me. On Facebook, I'm Aline Jacobson, ELYNNE Jacobson. I also have For Your Health as another Facebook page. So you can get me on Facebook. You can PM me on Messenger. Thank you. I always get them all confused. You can call me at 702-277-5856. And that's 702-277-5856. Or you can email me. Boy, I really opened up a lot of...
And your
Yeah, you're gonna be
information is
busy
right
now.
down there, I believe, at the bottom of the
Yes,
screen.
at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, what's on the bottom of the screen?
Your email.
How to get a hold of you.
Okay.
How to get a hold of you. So that's great. We got a lot of information, and I hope you come back again. This has
I
been
would
wonderful.
love to, now that I know where everybody is.
Yeah.
Well, and we have to mention too that Lean is one of our sponsors for
That's
50
right.
Shades of Blonde too. So thank you very much for sponsoring our show
God,
and
my
for being
pleasure.
on.
Thank you.
I love it. I am so happy. And I assume we're over with now, or are you still going?
We are wrapping it up right
Wrapping it
now.
up.
So thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you for watching another segment, show, whatever, of 50 Shades of Blonde. And we'll see you next month.